Give me just a moment. Just a moment. Taking care of business. I want to be able to read the comments. If we get any comments, don't take anything for granted. Sometimes we get visitors, sometimes they hang out. Sometimes we only get a few. Never know what the day is going to bring you guys. However, you can be grateful for whatever. Let's see. Who do we got? Stuart's here, Fisherman's Lodge. What's up, Stuart? And Sniper's here. Greetings, Eric. Greetings, my friend. And let's see. Matthew and Mommy's World. Cherry Rose, one of my all-time favorite names. Give me a second. Sebastian's here. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian says, hey to Stuart. I'm bringing up the desktop. Stuart says, hey, Sebastian, my brother. Hey, Big Al. Big Al says, how do? What's up, Big Al? Big Al says, so, fish finger, long time no see. What's up, Big Al? How was your morning? You had an appointment this morning, right? Sebastian said, Big Al, how are you? Big Al says, hi, Sebastian Squirrel. And Fishman says, hey, Al, my brother. What's up, Michael? Michael says, hey there, Yogi. How's the writing coming, Michael? Last we heard an update from Michael, the introduction was done, and he was 12 pages into a book that he's writing. Hey, I have a question for you, Michael. Big Al says, I'm okay, thanks, Yogi and Sebastian. Yes, Yogi, with my psychiatrist friend. Hope it went well. So says, I always hear, I lurk in the background. Me too. I'm a lurker. Big Al says, how's things, Fishman? And Michael says, going good. Got the first chapter done. Awesome. Do you have a rough idea how many chapters it's going to be? Cherry Rose says, Big Al with a wave. Oh, hey, have you ever thought about writing fiction after this book? Because you've been around the factual horror stories so often. I bet you with your imagination and your, I mention this all the time, your professionalism, that you could write a really good horror story. Just a thought. Stuart says, in Dark Side, Al, got a lot going on. You and me both, Stuart. Hey, Willow. Hey, Yogi. Hope all is good. Hey, Willow, are you a proud owner of a brand new horse? I guess the horse itself isn't brand new. What did you decide to do? Sniper saying hi to everyone. Big Al says, fair enough, fish. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm around, mate. Man. Big Al. I bet he got that nickname for the size of his heart. So it says, Yogi, you can come to my live stream. I spoke to my main supporter at my channel. He's okay with you being there. Yeah. I'll be in the background. I don't know if my presence is necessary. I don't know if my vocal presence is necessary. I'm there to support. As long as you know that I'm there to support. That's what matters to me. Let's see. Cherry Rose says, where did Cherry Rose go? Yep, there it is. Big Al subbed. Can leave comment. It's paused. Can't leave comment. It's paused. Got you. Michael says, I'm not sure on chapters, but page-wise, it's probably going to be about 120, 140 pages. It's a good length, you know, not overwhelming. The guy says, can comment on my posts, but not videos, etc. Matthew has to turn those comments off, mate. Sub back to you. Hey, Rebecca. All right. We know trouble's going to be a brewing. That's right. I said a brewing. So it's not going to be a huge book. I think it's better not to be too huge of a book, because you'll pack a whole lot into it. You know, people will get all that it's worth. The guy says 162 subs. Thank you all. You're welcome. Jerry Rose says, Fisher, watching your video, sub there. Big Sal's yuck, Rebecca. Ooh, Big Al. Who knows what's going to unfold now in this conversation? I need you guys to set a date. The best races between friends are when you don't train for them, you just go out and do them. I mean, not to brag, but if I went out and train, I'm going to be 60 on Thursday. If I went out and trained for a 3-mile race, I'd beat you both. Then I'd challenge you to a kettlebell clean and jerk competition 10 minutes afterwards. It's not about training. I mean, it is about training, but it's about what you can do every day, in my opinion, for what it's worth. What's up, Night Watcher? Yep, you've been talking about that for a year now. Night Watcher hates AI. It's just a tool. Michael says, me too. I just uncovered 2 very interesting stories, through some dating back to the winter of 1799. Wow. I remember it well. Hey, Joe. Joe, how are you feeling? Big Al says, Rebecca, I'd like to call that truth. Let's be nice to each other for at least 7 days. I like that. Michael says, as far back. What's up, Charlie? Charlie says, hi. Let's see. Cherry Rose. Rebecca, sub to your channel, watching your video. Thank you for all the support that you've given everyone, Cherry Rose. Oh, Big Al says, I don't know when I can do my run, Yogi. I'm trying to sort some things out and buy a bike. Nice. I thought about getting an e-bike. Hey, Anna. Anna says, hi, Yogi. Hi, everyone. Let's see. Rebecca says, big laughing. Yeah, what do you mean? I'm always nice. Rebecca is always nice. Michael's laughing. Yogi, you've not had that old, although you may feel it. I don't know. 1799 seems pretty fresh in my mind. Sebastian's waving at Anna. So say Anna. I have not been to Australia, Charlie. I have some friends in Australia. It's a beautiful place. Anna says, how are you, Yogi? I'm good, Anna. I'm getting by. Hey, Marie. Marie says hi. What's up, Marie? Charlie says, I will support, mate. Appreciate it. Big Al says, you make it hard to be nice, Rebecca. You're full of his poop. When does this truth start, Big Al? You can't start the race yet, but when does this truth start? I think any truth that starts with you're full of horse poop is off to a shaky start, in my opinion. Marie says, I haven't had breakfast yet. I think it's time to have breakfast then. Michael's laughing. Anna says, hey to Big Al. Hey, Rebecca, I agree. Big Al waves the white flag and then goes on the offensive. Let's see. Big Al says, we're getting a mountain bike, Yogi. I don't want to be a crazy, lazy cyclist. It's just saving up for the one that I like. Hey, when do you do a GoFundMe? Thank you, Anna. I want to be a lazy cyclist because I'm not lazy in anything else. So, and I'm going to use it mainly for transportation and not um, like cycling for fun. Simple says, Erica, imagine the coloration between the numbers and colors in the dowsing wheel is a line and with the chakra to a point where that goes from 1 to 13. The chakras, yeah, when we talk about the 7 chakras in yoga and Buddhism, other esoteric practices, Kabbalah deals a lot with just 5. Um, with like 13, it's never any a set. Um, like it's just as easy to work with 13 as it is to work with 7, is what I'm saying. Miguel says, how's the day been, Anna? Rebecca says, exactly, Yogi. Laughing says, Yogi understands. I understand. I do understand. Anna says, it's been good. Thank you, Miguel. How's the day been? Night Watcher says, man, I'm having like an early life crisis. I've walked like 5K and my car like 15. Just going to places after place because today it's Polio Boy Shock, pronounced like poi, like in Le Boy, Le Boy Shock, Le Boy Shock. What is that? The guy says, I want to the truth to start today, but since we're both carrying on, let's start the truth tomorrow. Yeah, it's got to be a fresh start. Miguel, Rebecca says, Miguel, he called for a truth, and then straight up after said I was full of horse poop. What a great truth. He's got a point. I'd rather save up, Yogi. I'd rather use GoFundMe for a better cause than just winning a bike. I can understand that. One thing I would add, though, nothing wrong with just wanting a bike, especially um, if it's going to be a useful emotional tool, a psychological tool, something that helps us cope. You know what I mean? Course in Miracles offers uh, a lesson a number of times, but I believe it's 5 and 6. There are no small upsets. Everyone is equally disturbing to our peace of mind. We can reverse that as well. There are no small pleasures, not true pleasures, not things that really make the heart sing. Because says, yes, Anna, how is weather in France? Miguel says, Rebecca, you claimed you're always nice, but that's a lie. You bully me. Yeah, Rebecca, or I'm sorry, Anna is in the UK, but she's French, but she lives in the UK. Sebastian says, Yogi, when you say transportation, do you mean your groceries from the store? Yes, exactly what I mean. Maybe even to the bookstore. It's been a while, guys. Hey, Jamie, I miss the bookstore. I miss a lot of things. I've been isolated, cut off for a while. Purposely so in some ways, and accidentally so in many others. Circumstances why in quite a few. Um, man, if I could get a car for $300, and it doesn't have to take me far, just probably within a 10-mile radius, and I'd be pretty happy. Thought about looking on Facebook Market. It could be high mileage. Hey, Smitty, want to go again, chat? How's it doing today? Good, Smitty. Smitty, how are you? It's a good idea from Rebecca. Yeah, Big Al, as she says, I am French, Big Al, but live in the UK. Hey, are you guys connected with Smitty? Smitty Deuces? Great channel, gaming channel. I don't like to give categories though. It's Smitty. It's a Smitty channel. Smitty just happens to game. If that makes sense. Simple says red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, uh, violet, magenta, gold, silver, white, gold again, and black. You have an illustration and how that aligns with the body and the subtle body. Now, which says after traveling, you slept for like 30 minutes, then woke up in a cold sweat, panicking, short breathing, and the burns I got from swilling hot tea on my hands. Doesn't help, man. What's going on there, Night Watcher? Hey, are you driving? The guy says, sorry, Anna. Oops. I assumed that was wrong for me. Sorry. Sebastian says, okay, I have a feeling that books are longing for you too. I think so. I can order occasionally when I can afford it, a book on Amazon. It's not the same as being in a bookstore. For a long time, I had two constancies. Mocha and I every morning got coffee at our local Barnes Noble bookstore cafe. And before I met Mocha, I wrote my first book in that same little cafe, 1998. It opened in 96, and I was there every day, right across the street from the YMCA that I worked out at and worked at. So I would just go over there after work, or after my workout. And then when Mook and I got married, we went there. We got divorced. We still went there every single morning, no matter what, no matter the tension between us, no matter hurt feelings. We met every morning. And then Sunday brunches, no matter what. A couple days after our divorce, Sunday brunch. The morning after our divorce, coffee. The night after our divorce, we went to dinner, favorite vegan restaurant. Some of that changed because of COVID. Things shut down. We couldn't get in places. Some of it changed with my father's death. First, me caring for him, and then afterwards, I just got so shut off, isolated. I couldn't bring myself out of it. I didn't attempt to bring myself out of it. I turned inwards. Having always had a contemplative nature, it just got even more so. And I let a lot slip away. So we'll see. I don't know if I can ever reclaim anything. I don't know how much I even want to reclaim. You know, I am a fairly happy recluse in a lot of ways, but at a certain time, you got to connect. You know, it's easy to be awakened. It's easy to be enlightened when you're not around people. It's when you are with family members, when you're with friends who know how to push your buttons, when you're with a uh, someone cuts you off in traffic. Hey, when you're with your ex-wife, all of those things are opportunities to be kind. It's easy to be kind when you're alone. With my cats. All right, let me catch up. This video is good. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone's saying hi. Zephyr says males blue, green, brown. Female pink, purple, gold. Alive, orange, red. Deceased, silver, light blue. Gotcha. Interesting. You gonna have any diagram? Hey, Soul Stars, how are you? Michael says, Ziggy, you ever heard of Maggie and Kate Fox, Fox sisters, who started the spiritualism movement in 1848? I covered a story on them for the book. Doesn't ring a bell. Sounds pretty awesome though, Michael. Now Watcher says, no, I'm just like panicking for no reason after waking up, home in bed. Man, I hate this. What is this? You want to do some breath work, Night Watcher? Sebastian says, I agree, Yogi. I used to enjoy sitting in a library on rainy days. Yeah, that would be awesome. Not done that in a long time. Unfortunately, my one local bookstore has turned into mostly a toy store with some books. Used to be a bookstore. Then it became a bookstore that had some toys. And now it's a toy store that has some books. Not quite the same, but it still has books. Hey, Runner Boy. Anna says, hi, everyone, and welcome in the chat. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much, Anna. Hey, Rollo, are you still with us? Michael says, it's an interesting story. They use the telegraph and radio for trying to capture the phantom sounds in the house by using rapping and noise that come through the static. Isn't that the same principle for the, what are they called, ghost box? Spirit boxes. Hey, Cindy. Cindy says, hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Cindy. Big Al says, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you, Big Al. Thank you for remembering. At this point, everyone knows it's not actually my birthday, but it is actually Big Al's birthday. All right, it's not actually Big Al's birthday. It's coming up, though. It says, you can see the first 7 Master Chakra, but the white, silver, gold are the extra. Every person will have their own individual color code, associated number code. Huh. Where is this coming through from, Sniper? Jamie says hi to Cindy. Everyone's saying hi to Cindy. And it says, I love libraries and bookstores, Sebastian. Me too. I have a library in biking distance, so that's always an option. Michael says, in fact, I mentioned that in the book. Oh, Michael says, yes, it is. Nice. You, if I remember correctly, you have mixed feelings about the spirit boxes. Rebecca, who has no need for a truth whatsoever, says Big Al, is officially turning 5 years old. So it says it's become a big inside joke that never gets old. It has become a big inside joke. I think it's going to officially end, though, the day after my actual birthday, right? Simply says, Michael, have you looked up the Dicare? I'll never pronounce it. Dixian? Eyeglasses? Sebastian says, Anna, me too. What's your favorite reading material? It's a great question. What about you? Happy birthday to you, Runner Boy. Let's see, we have Masha here, Mayhem and Miracles. Thank you, Masha. It's not actually my birthday, though. My birthday's on Thursday. But I appreciate that. How are you? Sydney says I got about, 1,500 books that I have to unpack and sort. It's a lot of books. I got a lot too, but not that many for sure. A couple hundred though. Soul Source says, in a way, Each day we awaken, we are born again. So happy birthday. Well, thank you. And happy birthday to you. With that in mind, this is the nature of rebirth, specifically in the Zen tradition, that every moment is an awakening, every moment is a rebirth. So in Zen, they don't often talk about reincarnation, although in Tibetan Buddhism, they do, of course, quite a bit. Uh, and they have it mapped out, the Bardo system, layers. But in Zen, they'd rather talk about rebirth. Every moment is a rebirth. The cells that are making me up physically right now will not be the same cells tomorrow. Some of them will, but a lot of them won't. Right now, I'm breathing in molecules that were breathed in by Jesus, that were breathed in by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, Einstein. Right now, as long as I am in possession of those molecules, they are as much a part of me as they were Michelangelo. So in that way, Michelangelo is living on through me, through those molecules. And when I'm done with those particular molecules, I'll breathe fresh ones in from some that belong to someone else, and life just keeps going. Rebirth. It's also big in Course in Miracles, where we talk quite a bit on, hey, Skits, hey, Adam, choosing between the crucifixion and the resurrection. Runner Boy says, you guys are breathing in my farts. Nope, I'm holding my breath. Hey, MK says, hey there. Big Ass says, happy birthday, Skits. Yeah, everyone gets dragged in. Runner Boy says, Yogi, you need a blackboard and tally up every time someone says it's your birthday. It would be full. It would be full by now. Smitty says, happy soon to be your birthday. Thank you, Smitty. Hey, guys, don't forget to connect with Smitty, please, if you haven't yet. One of us says, Skits is a member of my channel now. He was forced into it. Bribery. Michael says, wrote 4 pages this morning, finishing up the first chapter, which is 10 pages, standard paperback limit. Gotcha. That's a good morning's worth of work, Michael. It says, laughing Big L, my bad news is that I can't back you up over Rebecca no more. I can back you up over Running Boy, but Rebecca is going to win that race. So wait, Running Boy versus Big Al. There's a competition. So says, energy doesn't die, it merely transforms. Agreed. What is that? The second law of thermodynamics? Energy can't be created nor destroyed. All right. Cypher says dowsing has been used since Sumerian times, borrowed by Egyptians and understood by the Greek, and then widely spread through Europe. Yep, and then I don't know if there's Native Americans. I know, early frontiersmen, they did, bringing it with them from Europe. Wonder if there was a tradition in Native American shamanism. Hey, Miss Flipper. How are you? Spatchy says, Yogi, have you seen the Godless series on Netflix? Jeff Daniels. I like Jeff Daniels. Is a villain. Western series based on a mining town in LaBelle, USA. I haven't seen it. Do you recommend it, Sebastian? Big Al says, it's a good thing we aren't at war, Rebecca. Skits shooting me in the back would be considered a war crime. All right, hey, Go On Life. How are you, my friend? Been a little bit since we've seen you. Uh-oh. It's getting personal. Big Al says I sang happy birthday better. Well, to be fair, you had some help. Sebastian says, Anna, I love French history. Mike says, thanks, it's easier than I thought it would be. It's because you're inspired. Inspiration changes everything. If I could wish a gift upon everyone, the gift of inspiration will transform your life. Of course, in my opinion, or my thoughts, inspiration is synonymous with love. So I'm missing some comments. What I'm trying to do is skim through. It's new. I used to pride myself on reading every single comment. Just can't do it anymore. Michael says, my writing is more on the historical side because I write about the haunted history of real life hauntings. Got you. I thought it might be kind of fun, though. Like historical fiction. Man, bold words from Big Al. There can be no forgiveness, Skits. There can only be victors. And it will be me, Skits. It will be me. I had to say it twice to, give it some emphasis. Willa says, happy birthday, Yogi. Thank you, Willa. Hey, Willa, so what's the story on the horse? Sebastian says, Willa, I brought some pencils today. Awesome. Sebastian says, yes, to do Yogi, very interesting, and also seeing Jeff play a part opposed to a goofy role.
Hello, brother. Greetings. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, Jace.
How's your day going? That's better. You can see me now.
It's getting by.
It's it's a good start to the week.
Yep.
Feeling positive energy. I'm a little bit, well, not a little bit. I'm quite interested in the healthy competition that seems to be taking place at the moment within your little community.
The racing?
There seems to be several elements of competition taking place. Can I let you into a little secret?
Yep.
You know Big Al's 5'2".
I did not know he was 5'2".
You know Runner Boy doesn't actually run, he just does weights.
That I suspected. I think a better name would be used to be a Runner Boy.
Are you, Willow? Miss Blipper? Jamie? Hello, everybody, Skits.
I want to add something here that Big Al just said. That saying that he got help, quotation marks, singing happy birthday. Dragging me into this competition a little bit. He got help.
There you go. There was the squeaky toy.
Big Al says 5'2". He's 5'7".
Sebastian, hello, buddy. There's no singing today.
It's okay. We'll go with the squeaking.
Oh, there's not just squeaking. Well, obviously, you're one of the most special people that we spend a lot of time with. And I thought it was only appropriate that we took things to the next level.
Dance
so
off.
I'm going to put that hats off.
Dance off. A dance off. We're going to dance.
Dance. I can do the dance. Right. Are you putting that out there then? Are you actually getting a little bit of rhythm going there somewhere?
Not in here.
Hello, squirrel. Okay, so there's no singing, but if you just if you do the countdown for me.
I can do the countdown. Let me say hi to Kai Art Gallery. Hey, Kai. Thank you, Christine. Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, moo. Thought it'd work if I did the happy birthday, but with the original, the cat,
This is true.
it's where
It's
it all
been a while.
started. You've
It's been
got to
a
remember,
while
we're
since
going
there's been some new in here.
right back to the start there.
We used to do some drive-by mooing.
Yes, it was. That was one of the very, very early ones. And you've got to think that little seed was only a tiny little seed, and it flourished into so many beautiful flowers from so many different people. Absolutely awesome.
We lost Jace. Nope, he's back.
Oh, I lost you for a second, but I'm back. Yes, Monday started well. Let's hope it's a nice, good week.
I lost a little bit of volume with you, though.
What did you miss?
But now you're just messing with it.
Oh, sorry, I apologise. I should know better. When you're 60, it will change. Christine,
Exactly.
Leo, brother, hope you're good. Yeah,
Hey, Leo.
as I was saying, obviously there was a few seeds planted and they've turned into beautiful flowers. Everybody seems to have participated at some point. It's been absolutely great. No saying, Jace, squirrel's good. So nice positive energy to start the week. Just keep it flowing. Much love, much kindness, and speak to you all soon.
Thank you, Jace. Salute, my
Bye.
friend. Christine says, you guys look like twins. Especially because we have identical abs. Miss Pippa says, a cow sang it first. Yes. Jace used to do drive-by mooing. He'd pop briefly on and then disappear. Just a moo. Like a cow ninja. Leo says, much love, Brother Yogi. Wishing you a great day and great vibes. You too, Leo. Hope your week is off to a great start. I know it's earlier for you, so your day's just getting started. It says drive-by mooing. The guy says, Rebecca, there will truly be no losers in this race. Everyone's a winner in their own way. Whoever finishes second just came first out of the losers. There you go. Everyone gets a medal. Sebastian says, Will, you planning a live? Will says she doesn't know yet. Hey, so Sebastian, when are you going to start doing some drawing? Adam says, that sounds like a song to me. The mooing? The moo song? And it says, I've done research, Sebastian. I will read later. Christine says, sweat and greetings. Jace says, much love to you all. Thank you, Jace. Jace, are you going live? Oh, there you go. Willow says, Yogi got the horse. Nice. So the horse is healthy? That's great to hear. Do you guys hear that news? Our friend Willow got a horse. Big Al says, say, Jace, happy birthday. Skid says, much love, Jace, brother. Christine says, Jace, you the same. Sebastian says, and our Henry VIII met Francois, won in 1520 big huge festival, like a modern day Glastonbury. Two superpowers trying to outstage each other. There's a great fictional account of Henry VIII called The Autobiography of Henry VIII that I read maybe 30 years ago. Really good book. Sebastian says, Yogi, they're for Kobe, but I did try and do some sketching today. Something you both could do together. Everyone should have an artistic outlet. Some way something that they can fall in love with, be inspired, and express themselves. Every form of art is an expression of divinity. Big Al says, I may have to leave. My hay fever is bad now. My nose is really runny and my eyes are streaming. I'm sorry, Big Al. I've had similar issues. Especially says, well, amazing news. It is amazing news. Jay says, I've already done my live before yours. Not sure if YouTube are pushing my notifications out. I didn't see it. Wonder how we can fix that, Jace. Miss Whipper says, congrats, Willa. What's its name? Willow says, just got the call saying he's mine. Awesome. Jace says, awesome, Willow. Oh, Rebel. Nice name for a horse. Pepper says, well, is it a rescue? And she says, yes. Miss Whipper says, the Vatican Library has love letters between Henry VIII sent to Anne Boleyn. RCC stole them. So much for those 10 commandments. Well, historically, Christianity has never been much. Actually, any biblical organized religion. Actually, any organized religion. And a sentence and prayers to Big Al. Sweat and Smile says, I sometimes express my art through sweat. And he does. I was witness to actually several occasions, but the first time I noticed he sweated a perfect replica of Mickey Mouse on his shirt. It was amazing to see. Kirby says, hey Yogi, how are you? And hey everyone. Kirby, I'm good. How are you? So you're not classes haven't restarted yet, right? You're still on vacation? Jason's laughing with Adam. Sebastian says, was he divorced before he sent them? Just joking. I doubt it was. Anne was Catherine of Aragon, lady in waiting. So, of course, Henry VIII had a not too gentle way of divorce. And it says it's very good news. Well, it is, definitely. So you said rescue. Is he rideable? Willis says, "Screw, I have the horse. I just have to pay extra to get it in the stable, but that's fine." Anna says, "Hi to Kobe." Rebecca says, "Nice one, Willow." Yep, we can do breath work. I don't know if our friend Nightwatcher is still here. He was having some anxiety. I don't know if he would like to do some breath work. I asked, but never heard. Kobe says, "I'm good, Eric. Thanks for asking, buddy. You're welcome, my friend." Pepper says, "Miss Flipper, my teacher asked me where I would try remote viewing. Firstly, where I said it all when I thought instantly the library under the Vatican." Here's a question for those who are interested in remote viewing. Is there a way of detecting remote viewing? Memphis says his wanting to divorce was a big deal to RCC. They did not tolerate upstarts. Well, that's what broke him away, right? From Roman Catholic Church. Big Al says, I'm back. You feeling better, Big Al? Skid says, Eric, if I ever marry, are you coming on Stag? Oh, of course. I wouldn't miss it. Willow says, yes, he's rideable. Nice. Kirby says hi to Anna. Rebecca says, welcome back, Big Al. How was your time away? Kirby says, hey, Willow, how are you? Hey, that's a great question. Big Al says, will we see him in your life? Miss Flip says, it's floor to ceiling, 30 miles long. Wow. Jay says, I have to go now, Zena, to walk and food to cook. Be kind and caring. Thank you, Jace. Thank you for coming on. Sorry I missed your live stream, my friend. Rebecca says, Sebastian says, skits, I will. Rebecca says, bye, Jace. Take care. Big Al took a tablet and blew my nose. Nothing too exciting. Well, it depends. You know, you can always do it with a flourish. Anna says, take care, Jace. Willow says, Big Al, I'm not at the stables at the moment. Big Al says, oh, fair enough, Willow. Scoot says, I'm going to plan to get married so I can get Yogi out on the sesh. I can see it now, Yogi in a dress and the Weatherspoons. How did that come about? I thought we were going to smoke cigars and play poker. And now I'm in a dress. Sebastian says, Yogi, I want to read about the English-American War and the American Civil War. I always remember Paul Revere from school. Interesting. I had relatives who fought in both. I also, my great grandfather, my great great grandfather, was put in prison during the Civil War because he worked for the Underground Railroad. He was a conscientious objector because he was a Quaker, and he worked with the Underground Railroad. Did not sit well with the powers that be. Hey, CC. CC says, Yogi, hello, everyone. Nice to see you, my friend. Skid says, much love, Jace Bro. Oh, Russell Targ. I have some of his books. You and I talked about him before. CIA hired pioneer of remote viewing, was my landlord. Yeah, that's what I remember. Great guy. I've at least 2 of his books. He was a practitioner of him and Charles Tart of Dzogchen, which is the more of a non-dual tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. Let's call it a deeper aspect. Did I miss a reply? So for those who do remote viewing, are there detecting devices of when something is being remotely viewed? Like, you think governments have something in place? Or the Vatican? Let's see. Will says you'll see him though tomorrow. I will try and go live with Rebel. Nice. Looking forward to that. I'm having Big Al sympathetic pains. My nose just started my eyes started watering. My nose started getting stuffed up. And Russell, is also a Course in Miracle guy. Which says a lot for, actually says a lot for both Course in Miracles and Russell. Did you guys talk about A Course in Miracles? Because of Miss Flipper, there is a library, and then there is the Vatican Apostolic Archive, formerly known as the Vatican Secret Archive. It's the Center Repository for Historical Documents of the Holy See. So let me know when you want to do some breath work. Let me know who might want to do some breath work. Adam says there are some interesting books about Paul Revere. He's not a saint. Historically, I have not heard much about him other than his ride. And he was was he a silversmith or a blacksmith? Hey, Lama. Lama says, how are you, Yogi? I'm good, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. The Vatican also have the largest privately owned ground telescope called Lucifer. You guys were talking about that a little while back, weren't you? Cece says, your skits. Cece says, I'm sorry, the walls had ears in the 70s. I'd love to tell an interesting story about that, but I can't. Michael says, yeah, I just figured out how to use StreamYard. Nice. Except more professional live streams for me now. I've always thought your live streams were professional, Michael. Mr. Rubin says, yes, I've seen them both from the outside. Skit says, really, Squirrel Lucifer? Oh, Miss Blipper said, I went to study group at his house with a bunch of psychics. Cece says, Edward Snowden explains how they use your devices to spy on you. Interesting. Do you have any of that information, Cece? I can't imagine how bored someone must be to spy on me. Sebastian says, I'm in Yogi, absolutely. Let's see. Well, it says, well, it's hard because he's moody. Him being a rescue, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm positive that you're going to charm him, that you're going to, once that relationship deepens, develops. It says that sometimes I felt sorry for Lucifer Squirrel when I heard the story about him being cast out of heaven. It says a bit strange, feeling sorry for the devil, but I guess I just felt like his isolation and it made me sad. Depending on what tradition you're talking about, Lucifer is not actually the devil. In my opinion, everything is always best read as a metaphor. Miss Pippa says, Russell told me a funny story. He said, in a UG, I can't remember English word for San Diego. What is that? Hey, Sue. Just when Sue is here. It looks like a beautiful day up where you are, Sue. Saw the last video. Willis says, she tried to kick me from me. He didn't, he just was scared, but I have time to train him, no problem. That's going to be really good for you too. Everyone hates him. It just made me love him more. I could see that. Lama says I've done a vid yogi and posted it. It's my coloring. You want to drop a link for it, Lama? If you drop a link, everyone can go visit. Hey, Taroko, did I get that right? Probably just easier for me to say Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Hey, Specs. We get a grin and some love from Specs. Specs, how are you? How was your weekend? Skit says, oh, that's interesting, Eric. Lucifer's not actually the devil. Sebastian says, well, I can't wait to meet him. Sue's waving at Specs. Let's see. Willis says, Sebastian, you would be scared of Rebel? I know why he's called Rebel. Sweatin' Smiling says, Adam, do you believe in true evil? Adam says, Eric, do you believe in true evil? I don't. I don't believe in true evil. I don't even believe in non-true evil, to be honest with you. I have talked to people who have said, you know, I've looked evil, or not me personally, they've looked evil right in the eye and they know that it exists. But hey, we look all kinds of things right in the eye. This is why A Course in Miracles talks about hierarchy of illusions. I love the beginning of the Course in Miracles, where nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. And goes on to say, only love is real. Only love can't be threatened. Anything other than that is an illusion. Therein lies your safety. Will says he used to bully the other horses. Now he's mine. It's fine. He's nice. Everyone is screaming and hates him, but I love it. Oh, I can't do the vid link, but I can do my channel link. Awesome. We will come by and visit for sure. I just brought your channel up now. I can't drop your channel. I would, because being on my desktop, it would just lead you back here. Thanks, Llama. Hey, our friend Llama has a new video up if you guys want to check her out. This is why almost everyone's a mod, so you can click on each other's links, visit. MK says, "Hey y'all, sorry I had missed the stream so far. Had family over. No problem, MK. Hey Jamie, you going live? Elizabeth says, hello from South Africa. I believe in evil. I had a visitor in my room for over a year, an angel of death. I lost 3 family members after 3 sightings. I'm so sorry to hear that, Elizabeth. Prayers, my friend. Thomas says, I did it 18 minutes ago. Already has 200 views. Nice. Well done. Big Al says, see y'all later. Much love to you, Big Al. We're going to wrap things up in just a few minutes. We're going to do some breath work. Miss Pippa says, do you think everyone is capable of becoming aware of eternity? Yes. 100%. It's only a illusory matter of illusory time before everyone becomes aware of eternity. What's the line from the Course? Laughable for us to consider that time can circumvent eternity. Big Al says, oh, MK says, going better skits. Yesterday wasn't great, but this morning things took a turn for the better in general anyway. Glad to hear that, MK. Willis says he will be a handful, but I don't know when you see him in maybe Saturday, just because I don't know how he's going to be riding yet. Yeah, there's no hurry for that. Like you said, get him to trust you. Tasha says, Willa, whenever you are ready. That sounds sensible. To get to know him. Yeah, get to know each other. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan says, I know I don't belong anymore here. I ain't looking for pity. Take care, all of you. I'm not sure anyone has given you any pity here, Jonathan. I think that we've extended love. We've offered you friendship. Everyone's been kind and will always continue to be kind. But I always saw everyone. It's a come and go policy. People can come and stay as long as they want. Everyone can come and stay as long as they want. And people are always free to go. There's no strings attached here whatsoever. There's no obligations. There's no please stay. As far as I've ever seen, Jonathan, you've always been treated with the utmost respect. And it will always be that way. Let's see. Elizabeth says, so I believe in the power of good. Just curious what to chat about. There's a lot of casual conversation. Friends catching up, talking. Interjected with meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual issues from all different traditions. No spiritual tradition is ever off limits. Of course, there's various degrees of knowledge about certain things, so it might not be a huge topic because we might not have a lot of information about it. Elizabeth says, "I will always be kind." Thank you, Elizabeth. You will fit right in, my friend. Betcha says, "Jonathan, that makes me sad. Please stay." Rebecca says, "I just don't want you to think hiding him for y'all." Nope, wouldn't even consider that. Elizabeth says, "Oh, good stuff." And hey, Elizabeth, we're always willing to listen to other people's contribution. Sebastian says, "I love it here. Happy to have made some friends." Me too. I appreciate all of you, every single one of you, coming in, spending time with me, listening to me, and doing breath work with me. So, speaking of which, we're going to do 4 and 4. Breathing in for 4, exhaling for 4. Through the nose, using that Ujjayi breath. Miss River says, "Sebastian, likewise." Yeah, you guys have been, it's not just a YouTube community. You guys are friends. And again, it's much, much appreciated. Thank you, Miss Whitman. Anna says, "Me too, Sebastian." Kobe says, "I agree, Sebastian." Some wonderful personalities. Yep, we're going to do breath work now. Elizabeth says, "I just want to share. There's a lot of hurt out there in the world. Sometimes someone needs 2 minutes just to say." Agreed. And that's what we try to do. Genesis says, "I'm sorry, Yogi. I feel like I make a fool of myself, but I still appreciate you all." Man, everyone here has seen me make a fool out of myself. Jonathan, I've never seen you make a fool out of yourself. Not once. Ever. You've only been gracious. You've only been kind. You've been shy, which is okay. Elizabeth says, "A sub, like, appreciate that." Homeslice says, "Popped in to say hello and hope you have your day is fantastic." Thank you, Homeslice. Well, it says, "Thanks, Yogi." Sebastian says, "Jonathan, breathwork with us, please." Homeslice says, "Let's breathe." So we're going to do some breath work and then wrap it up for the afternoon. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Elizabeth says, "We are just human. Nobody is without faults." Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. So we're going to use the Ujjayi breath, that ha sound. Breathing in with the ha, breathing out with the ha. Jonathan says, "It's in my head then." It is, but you're not alone. Everything's in all of our heads. We only see our projections. We only see our perceptions are caused by our perceptions, and that's all we see. Until we calm the mind just a bit. And then we can experience reality as it is without story. Be you, and that is all you need. Absolutely, Homeslice. Absolutely. Miss Whipper says, "Jonathan Carpenter, you're good." Yep. So we're going to breathe in for count of 4. We're just going to notice the natural pause that is between every single breath. We're going to exhale for 4. Notice the pause again and repeat for 10 rounds, making that easy ha sound as if we're gently snoring on the in breath through the nose and on the out breath through the nose. It's going to sound like this. If you can hear, I hope. Nose breathing. Almost 90% of all the breath work we do is going to be through the nose. Breathing in the nose through 4. Notice the pause. Exhaling for pause. Hey, Abigail. So, for those who will participate, if you could close your eyes. Just sit there for a moment, eyes closed, and then bring your awareness to the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Attention to breathing through the nose. No special count, just breathing in, breathing out. Now put your awareness on your belly and notice when you breathe in, your stomach slightly extends. As you breathe out, your stomach gently falls back. Now we're going to add that ocean sound, that ha. As we breathe in and we notice the belly rising, we breathe out, we listen to that sound of ha, the sound of the ocean. Every breath calming us, taking us deeply within. And we're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4. And relax. Allow your breath to flow nice and easy. Continuing to breathe through your nose. Relax. Just be very mindful of how you feel. Mindful of the relief, the release, and the relaxation that follows every moment of breath work. And when you're ready, open your eyes, and I'll see you in the chat. Hey, Rosie. Kobe says, very relaxing, Eric. Thank you. You're welcome, Kobe. Elizabeth says, hi to Rosie. Jamie says, hi to Rosie. Let me bring up our friend Elizabeth's channel. I love the model trains. Absolutely beautiful channel, Elizabeth. We have quite a few people who love trains. Willa says, thanks, Yogi. I will explain and tell you how it is on your live later. Bye, everyone. You're amazing, Yogi. Thanks for the breath work, my friend. You're always welcome. Anna says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Anna. Rosie says, hi to MK and Elizabeth and Jamie. Homeslice says, hey, Anna. It says, namaste, everyone. Namaste to you, my friend. Homeslice says, hey, Jamie, keep up the good work. Bridget says, how are you, Yogi? I am, it's a good question. I'm getting by one moment at a time. Anna says, I feel very calm. 4x4 breath is a wonderful calming breath without stepping over deeply into that sleep hygiene. It's just enough of relaxation without making us really sleepy. Just is a perfect relaxing breath. So it says, bye, Yogi, thanks again. You're welcome, my friend. Enjoy the horse time. Jimmy says, homeschool it. Thanks. One of my shorts is on 2.9K views. Awesome. Well done, Jamie. All right. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be back later. Jamie, you going live? I think I asked you. I don't remember if you replied or not. Sebastian says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Sebastian. Jamie says, thanks, Yogi. MK says, awesome, Jamie. Hey, MK, you're leaving on vacation, right? Holiday? Will says, oh, sorry, I can't go live with the horse. Just want to keep him safe. That's okay, Willow. It's understood. Jamie says, I'm not going live anymore. No point. Why no point? Hey, Vincent. Horror of Spice is here. How are you, my friend? We're wrapping things up in just a minute, but definitely want to take a moment or two to say hi to you. MK says, yeah, well, we'll be on Wednesday or Thursday morning. Gotcha. Everyone's saying hi. Guys, Horror of Spice is an old-time friend. Him and Mrs. Horror of Spice. Wonderful channel, wonderful people, doing good stuff. They're just fun to hang out with. So I hope everyone makes the connection. Jamie says, I'm just fed up with it. Will says, bye, all. You're welcome, Kirby. Kirby says, bye, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that, Jamie. But you know what? What if you did away with any thoughts of any expectations of what it should be, other than just a conversation? I've been here by myself and had similar conversations as I have with everyone. But that's just me. If you ever want to talk about it, Jamie, let me know. MK says, bye, y'all. If anyone wants to talk, send an email or comment on one of my posts. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to make sure that I'm going to spend a little bit of time over on Elizabeth's channel as well. All right. So, guys, if you want, come on by later today and hang out. Be in about 3 hours, right? About 3 hours. And it says, see you later, everyone. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Well, it says sending love to you too. Guys. Vincent says, namaste, Eric and all. Namaste to you, my friend. Tell Becky I said hi. Love you guys.